Traders, how the devil are you? Today is Tuesday, the 30th of January. And first of all, we are going to look back at yesterday's trades, okay? And if you stay till the end of the video, guys, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news for today as well. But let's start with yesterday. So this is a trade that I was already in and added to, all right? And it's pound Swiss franc, and we were looking to sell this pair. So why were we looking to sell it first of all? Well, we was in a downtrend. Okay, as you could see, these highs never got broken. Yeah, and we got a reaction at this grey zone. And we're getting lower lows. All right, so we're still structurally in a downtrend for me. And then also, guys, if we look at the candles, yeah, sellers are in control. Yeah, buyers tried to push back, but sellers were like, you know, they were stronger. They were more like Bruce Lee. This was more like Chuck Norris. But sellers took control. And even yesterday, guys, they're still in control of this market. And there's a bit of room to move down to. So this will still be a trade idea for today as well. So where and how did I enter? So all the lower time frames I enter on were already breaking down. They're all in downtrends. Yeah, so as you can see here, H4, this was in a downtrend. Okay, so H4 was in a downtrend. I like this candle because when it broke these lows, we're getting lower lows. That means it's a continuation of the downtrend. Okay, and then if we drop down to the H1 was in a downtrend. Okay, so at this point, this is what we're seeing. We're in a downtrend. So really, all I was looking for was a retrace. I didn't even look for a bearish reaction because all the structures, you know, H4, H1 were in a downtrend. So price retraced up to here. I got in a 0963. Yeah, I put my stop up here. Okay, and the idea was to come back down to these last lows. And as you can see, guys, it hit target. Okay, I was looking on a few different brokers. On some brokers, this may not have hit target. Okay, but we hit target here. I've closed 80% of this trade. All right, and I'm going to leave 20% to run. All right, so yeah, this was the only trade I took yesterday. Successful trade, and we're going to let some profits run as well, guys. All right. So that was pound Swiss franc. We was also looking at a couple of euro pairs. So we were looking at euro yen, but the trades never materialized. So these trades are going to demonstrate, firstly, how important it is for you to plan your trade. As in, I need X, Y, Z to happen before I enter. Okay. And also the importance of market structure breaks. Okay. Because we got neither with these pairs. All right. So if we look at the day chart, yeah, we're in an uptrend. Yeah. You know, you do not have to be Warren Buffett. And we got this nice big bullish candle. Yeah, so the idea was to come back up to these highs. That made perfect sense, right? But then look at yesterday's candle, very bearish. And that's no problem because we didn't enter the trade. So if we look at the H4, there was a couple of things that I wanted to see happen. So first of all, we break this level, retest, we come higher. Okay, this is what I said in yesterday's video. This didn't happen. Or we get a bullish reaction in here, and then we start buying. Okay, but on the H4, that never really happened. That is not a bullish enough candle, especially if you see this candle. And even if we drop to the lower time frame, yeah, we're getting a reaction here. Yeah, that is a bullish reaction. But you've got to understand at this point, H1 is in a downtrend and H4 is in a downtrend. So at the very least, I need to see a H1 structure break. All right. And a H1 structure break just never happened. Instead, H1 downtrend continued. So if I was to enter this, I would have need to see a break of this. Yeah, so price come down, perhaps price touched this, did this, and then we broke. Then I'm interested. Okay. So yeah, for those reasons, we didn't get any structure build up in this case. Everything was just in a downtrend, did not enter this pair as a result. And just goes to show the importance of market structure breaks. If you don't get a structure break, then the trend can just continue. Yeah, which it is. Exactly the same for Euro New Zealand dollar, guys. If we look at day chart, yeah, you know, we were in an uptrend. Okay, bang. As soon as we broke this level, really, guys, with this candle here, I've been interested in longs. Price retraced. We got a nice bullish candle like we did with Euro Yen, a very similar scenario. And the idea was to potentially take it back up to these highs. But I already have a clear idea of what I need to see during the day. All right. So if we go to the H4 now, very similar scenario. I said, guys, that we need, you know, a break of this level, retest, and then we can come back up to these highs. Didn't happen. Or we get a bullish reaction at these lows. And that is a bullish reaction at the lows. Okay. But again, I need that plus a structure break of some kind. Okay. Because at this point, again, H4 is in a downtrend. Yeah. If we go to the H1 is in a downtrend. Okay. And, you know, I would have considered this if this level broke here. It's shown you the last H1 high here. You know, if we got something like this and it broke, then I would have considered buying this. Okay. But it didn't. Yeah, we just didn't get a H1 structure break. And as a result, the trend continued. All right. So it just goes to show again, guys, how important it is to plan your trade idea, what you need to see, and structure breaks in the market are so important. Right, guys, so those were the trades from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's analysis and would like to receive my trade ideas every single day, then please come join the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now. Smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button, guys. Really help support the channel. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Right, trades for Tuesday the 30th of January. Before we get started, if you haven't joined our free trading community, then please do so, guys. Loads of traders, like-minded traders, come join it. Yeah, we've got the free Discord channel. We've also got the VIP Discord channel where we are giving you 50% off until the end of January, guys. There's so much value in there. Come join it, 50% off. We've also got the mentorship program where I coach you one-on-one. If you're interested in that, drop us an email. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can. You can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there are loads of perks to doing so. Check it all out in the video description. Guys, don't forget, live stream tonight. I've got an excellent guest for you. We're going to talk psychology today. So get all of your questions ready regarding psychology. And that leads me nicely on to question of the day. So question of the day is, how many trades do you typically have in a week? Yeah, so on average, guys, how many trades do you have in a week? Please leave your comment below this vid. Right, trades for today. We are seeing, we are seeing, there's only me, maybe I'm going mad. I am seeing euro and pound, weakness. Okay, so our trades are based on this, guys, all right? So first of all, let's look at euro weakness. And euro Aussie dollar is our first trade idea. So, you know, if we follow structure, guys, we was in this uptrend, and then we thought, you know, we might go on from this gray zone here. It was an important gray zone. It was once very good resistance and becomes support. But now price has broken that level. All right. It's moved below the moving average 20, broken a important support level. And, you know, yesterday's candle also very bearish, but it's also just broke all these lows. Yeah, that is sellers taking over. Okay. And all we're trying to do is take it back down to the next area of support. And there's not loads of room here, but there's still, like 30 odd pips. We're just trying to take it down to this 6,350 level. Maybe it will come a little bit further, but I like a nice psychological level before the piece of support. If we go to the H4 now, there's a couple of levels, right? So let's look at the H1, because this H1, this first grey zone is more of a H1 level. You can see prices reacted in here before. Maybe it will again. All right, and we get a bearish reaction in here, and we start taking price lower. Okay, if I go back to the H4 now, you can see this last lows in here have made this grey zone. Maybe price retraces into here. We get a bearish reaction. Again, we're interested in selling from there. So they're the two grey zones if we get a retrace. I say if, because if you look at the day candle, that it doesn't get much more bearish than that. That is more bearish than Winnie the Pooh and Paddington Bear combined. All right. I couldn't think of any other bears. What's another bear? Yogi Bear and Yogi Bear. Yeah, it's very bearish. So you might not get a retrace, guys, because this is so bearish. It might just come down. Okay, so be it. We don't have a trade. All right, so that's Euro Aussie dollar. This Euro weakness is also seen on Euro Canadian dollar. All right. Also want to point out on Euro Canadian dollar that, I was saying sell from the top of this range back down to here, and finally it happened, guys. So it's more of a, for my own sanity, this one, that happened. Okay. But what's happened now is this range, it's even broke this range. All right. So if this was, a lot of indecision, basically a range, we have now had a break of that level. Yeah, and a very bearish candle. Another Yogi, Winnie the Pooh, Paddington Bear, bearish candle. If I zoom out a little bit, we've got a bit of room to move into. Okay, so again, like Euro Aussie dollar, not lots of room till we see our next piece of resistance. And I've just chose this 4,500 psychological level. If we drop down to the H4, we need a retrace. If I zoom out, I don't mean to keep making everything look tiny, but I just need to show you this grey zone. All right. So that's the grey zone we're interested in. If we zoom back in, yeah, we want to see a retrace into this grey zone. Perhaps even the moving average 20 comes down. Perhaps we, get a wick that comes out of the grey zone, touches that, and then comes back in, and we get a candle that looks like that. But a bearish reaction, and then we can start taking price lower. Again, because of this move is so bearish, it might just carry on down and we don't get a retrace. If we don't, that is fine with me. I do not have a trade. So that's the Euro weakness trades. We're now looking at pound weakness trades. So the first one is pound Swiss franc, and we've been selling this from the end of last week. All right. And we're still interested in sells. If we start with the day chart, as you heard in my recap, this is still in a downtrend for me. Okay, so these are the last highs; they haven't been broken. These were the last lows. These were the last lows, but we're getting lower lows. All right. Also, we are seeing very bearish candles, bearish, and we have room to move into. So basically my target is a psychological level, 0900, but also the moving average 20 and this just above this piece of resistance here. Go down to the H4 now. What do I want to see? So I want to see price retrace into here. Okay, there's a few levels in here like this, but really, in this vicinity, yeah, we get a retrace into here, we get a bearish reaction, and then we can start selling this pair further. Okay, so pound Swiss franc, that's what we're looking for there as well. And my last trade idea, guys, before I give you my last trade idea, if you could please all subscribe to the channel right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Smash the notification button. And if everyone could please smash the like button if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas. Also, guys, do not forget, we are giving 50% off our VIP Discord right now until the end of January. So you've got like 2 days left. In there, guys, you get my trade ideas. You get all of the tutorials that we've created over a couple of years. Also get access to me, guys. You can ask me questions, all right? There's so much value. Check it out. Right, last trade idea is pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, itchy nose. That's why I'm making funny faces. If we go to the day chart, so, you know, for the last few days, really, guys, we've been pinpointing pound has been at really interesting weekly levels. All right. And now off these weekly levels, we're starting to see sellers take control. Okay. And as you can see here, we've also had a structure break. Yeah. These last lows in here have been broken and we've got a very bearish candle. Yeah. So, you know, there's lots of indication that, you know, price is going to come down further. All right. And our target is this 20629. Again, I'm just putting in a target before this next piece of support. If we go down to the H4, we've got our H4 level. So you can see price has reacted in here before. We want price to retrace. Maybe the moving average 20 comes round. That would be nice. We get a bearish reaction in here somewhere. And again, we start selling pound New Zealand dollar. All right, guys. So, yeah, euro weakness, pound weakness across a couple of pairs there. Those are my trade ideas for today. Let's check out the news now. So news for Tuesday, the 30th of January. The first piece of news we're interested in, all these times are London GMT, 8 o'clock, coming out of the Swiss franc, we got the KOF leading indicator. So this is important for the Swiss franc. All right, so must be aware of that. And then at 9 o'clock, coming out of Germany, we have got GDP figures. Okay, so super important now. You know, we're seeing real, you know, highs on the indices. You know, is this growth sustained? GDP figures will tell us if, you know, things are moving in the right direction in terms of growth. So must be aware of that. 10 o'clock, we've also got GDP coming out of the euro. All right. So again, you know, it says 2-star rating here, but these are 3-star ratings. This can move the euro. So must be aware of that. And then after that, guys, at 3 o'clock, we are looking at consumer confidence and JOLTS job openings coming out of the US. So 2 3-star ratings at once can really move any US dollar pairs. So that's the news you must be aware of, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Come join me for the live stream tonight as well. Get your questions ready. We have a great guest. We're going to talk psychology. All right. See you later, guys.